I'm walking alone under the neon lights, in a city where I feel like a ghost at night. No one understands my wild, untamed soul. In this world I'm just a stranger, a hole. But I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you'll see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile I'll defy. I've got my books and my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this chaos I find my peace, my tears. I'll sing songs of my own, of the stars and the moon. In this life I'll dance until the sun. I wear my heart on my sleeve, it's bleeding and raw. In this crowd I'm just a whisper, a shadow, a draw. But when the night falls, I light up the sky. With my laughter I'll conquer the sky. I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll define. And my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this rebel heart, I'm yes who I am. You see, I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll defy.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Good morning, Draken. Good morning, Paramedic. How we doing? How we doing? How are we doing? And Draken, thank you for subscribing for 12 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Technically, the song is for both. I'm glad your eye is doing better. I'm glad your eye is doing better, my friend. Huh. Really? Hold on. Huh. I must have been on the ending screen. Nobody expects the Glitter Inquisition, right? So I saw a South Korean coffee called the Monster Americano where it's coffee with a white monster. Oh. That just sounds disturbing. That just sounds disturbing. Ugh. Of course it was. It was probably a medic nurse. Pretty much. Pretty much. How was everyone's Christmas? Or all of the above? I slept pretty much the whole time. It's egress. Oh, well, did you at least get good sleep, Draken? I threw the ribeye roast into the crocker, woke up long enough to make sides, ate, and then crashed right back out. Oh, yeah. Fair. Tracks. Yeah, that tracks. That is completely 100% valid. Oh, but yeah. So that's true, Draken. That's true. Quite literally. So one of the things that happened over the last couple of days is that brother-in-law has started a TikTok. I'm gonna have the cybersecurity conversation. I'm like, ah,
Find out. Had nothing to do with us. Like, I get it. I get it. You want to show off the expertise, but he's not going to take it well. And he's a dick. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
but
It
I
just,
but I don't want him to accidentally out us.
as long as he doesn't know your tag name and you've got him blocked from your page, you're good, right?
I've got him blocked on TikTok, yes. Don't call pets by real names on streams. Uh, nah, he's out here using his full name and his birth date
As
as
his
his username
username.
on TikTok. Like, no, dude, no. Draken, oof, right? I'm just like, but you wouldn't allow your kid to do this. Why are you doing it? See, I mainly use like my Discord name because that's also my gaming name. That is my go-to gamer name is Angel Raguel. As it's either that or Tier Raguel, depending on which thing. I'm just like, come on now, come on, bud. Horn's holding up that halo. I see. Pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, so quite literally, fun times, fun times, fun times. Um, but overall, can't complain. Um, ow, leg itched. But the one of the biggest things that quite literally Megan Harv got me a T-shirt that says "Apparently I am trouble." Lol. That's funny. That's funny as shit. That makes me cackle. I mean, you are trouble. Usually for yourself, though. Just say. Just say. Draken, I cannot argue. No, no, you cannot. But yeah, the no, you're not a magnet, a trouble magnet. I'm in danger from myself. Oh, you found an OSHA violation? I would have thought the explosion would have been the OSHA violation. Oh shit. Huh. Jesus. See, so what I'm hearing is that days since last incident is now at zero again. Oh, absolutely. So one of my favorite stories is outside Fort Bliss. All right, when I was stationed there, there was a sign that said "Days since last DUI." All right, now this was for multiple reasons, but the drinking age on base for soldiers, keyword soldiers, was 18. The Marines still had to be 21. I never saw that sign above 10. Always at zero. No, no. It just never got above 10. But yeah, there's a reason why Air Defense Artillery's nickname is Alcoholics Defending America. Though, I'm pretty sure if that was tracked at drum, it would have been zero. Fair. Though, so, Draken, would you like to hear my favorite oxymoron about the military? Because it makes me cackle every time I think about it. So, so my I was air defense artillery. Specifically, the entire group is air and missile defense because we had Patriot, we had Stinger, we had Avenger, we had I couldn't find a place to charge it. Um, so keyword defense. All right, but my battalion, our slogan was strike first. As in defense, strike first. So when we salute, strike first, sir. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's even better that the battalion uh, motto on the insignia is per ardua, which means through difficulty, and we had a lizard because we were in the 44. So so we were 44th Brigade. So with that, which this is the part that makes me even laugh even harder, is that quite literally we were known as the battalion that eats its own. 5 years later, that tracks. At some point, I'm just waiting for one of my old battle buddies, uh, one of my old battle buddies to hop on stream. Glozak, he was a medic uh, and he and I would sit there ragging on the how are we defense, air and missile defense, and our motto is strike first. What the fuck? It's great. It's great. Artillery, artillery, artillery. So yeah, and that's the thing is that quite literally, I had a passenger in the car. Uh, I want to say Sunday, asking me about because on my Uber driver part, it has me as veteran, and so they were asking me about being former military, and I'm like, I miss the camaraderie, I miss my battle buddies, I don't miss the bullshit, and she was like, well, there can have been much bullshit. I'm like, let me tell you about the day that we started the day as a post run, which means we had to be in formation by 4:30, which means getting up and getting dressed by 3:30 to get on post by 4 to be in formation by 4:30, and we didn't start the post run until about 6 in the first place, and we didn't end the day until 11:30 that night because a lieutenant lost a plugger. That actually happened because my training unit was Bravo 310, which is hilarious. Um, and they were the Bravo Outlaws, and uh, and so they got told from up high that, hey, you have to change from Outlaws to something else. And And quite literally, one of my drill sergeants who had just done CQ the night before or the day before had gotten really drunk, everything, and still had a hangover the next morning while they were in a meeting about what to change the name to. And like one drill sergeant's like, we should be the Bravo Bears. And another drill sergeant's like, what about the Bobcats? And another one said Bulldogs. And so the drill sergeant that was hungover goes, well, it would just be the Bearcats and call it a fucking day. And the first sergeant, without missing a beat, goes, I like that. And he goes, wait, what? The fuck is a Bearcat? It was like, what the fuck? Oh yeah. Some of my most hilarious stories involves a leadership being hungover, and it's usually senior enlisted. It's usually senior enlisted. But yeah, like it's insane, and I'm just sitting there going, womp 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 womp. Oh well. So what is everyone up to today?
Authorities in Kentucky during a traffic stop
Uh-huh.
found 55 pounds of meth wrapped as Christmas presents.
You say in Kentucky?
I did.
Of course it's fucking Kentucky.
I sure did. I said Kentucky. 55 pounds.
Good morning, Lynette. How are you being stubborn, Lynette? Draken currently working on lunch. Don't you get off like in the next hour? Don't want to get out of bed. That was the oldest this morning because I was smart and made sure to cancel the alarm for 6 o'clock. Lynette says, hi, beautiful Faye. Broken Angel, not too much. Got some things to return, then just hanging out with my kids. Nice. 8:30 today. So about 3 hours. Gotcha. That 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 makes sense. Draken, we all know I eat late. That's fair. That's valid. But yeah, the it was just one of the things that made me cackle for a good 20 minutes. Good morning, Kana. Welcome in. And the thing is that like just some of the stories that I have from military, and people are like, well, it's military intelligence. I'm like, that's the most oxymoronic thing because having served in the military, mm-mm, mm-mm, no, 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 no. And the thing is that like one of the one of the most dumbest things I've heard is I was explaining to someone about ACUs, and they're like, well, all the military battle dress uniforms make sense. I'm like, are you serious? Because I had ACUs which had Velcro everywhere, had Velcro everywhere. So think about it. Sneaking through the force. Oh, 100%. Hated the ACUs. ACU doesn't blend into anything and the Velcro is loved. It's because, so I understand the thought process behind the ACUs with the digital scopes. I get it. I do. However, putting your rank insignia right square here, center fucking mass, is stupid. Stupid. Especially when you've got like Lieutenant Colonel, which on the ACUs is black. The captain mark is train tracks. You got a nice little square box right here, center mass. Stupid. Good morning, Jess. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day at work. Well, no, you're still on vacation. Well, I hope you have a good day, Jess. And thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you. It's I'm glad that you're enjoying the Discord server, Kana. I'm off until the ninth. Nice. Nice. I miss the BDUs. I had BDUs in JRTC, so I was used to ranger rolling everything. And when I got told, "Hey, you can't roll up the ACUs," I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, they don't roll right, and quite literally, you've got pin cuff. I'm like, and they're like, plus rolling up sleeves looks unprofessional. I'm like, what? What?
Did her oldest child think her menses was?
Saying that she was still asleep? No.
Said that she brought up pretty sis, right?
She was only up for like 5 months. Packing ACUs was pain. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like I despised. I would rather pack my Class A's than ACUs 9 times out of 10 because they would stick to themselves. I hated throwing those bitches in dryers because quite literally, they dulled super quick. If you use starch or anything, and you couldn't iron them for shit. I also had mixed set because I got to Leonardwood in early '06, like January of '06, and I had for the first month I had. Um, Thanks for subscribing, Broken Angel. I greatly appreciate it. Um, I had BDUs for the first month. Then we got told that we had to go over um, to supply and get ACUs and fitted for desert boots. I'm like, Spouse hated the bags he had to wear in the Air Force. We like the BDUs. That's because the BDUs actually, one, looked good and were functional. Oh, I just miss my jungle boots. The only piece of my uniform I miss is my jungle books. Uh, Jungle boots. Aw. I just found it hilarious. I had BDU rain gear and IBV in basic with ACU, everything else. Like one of the things that made me cackle is is I had BDU flak jacket, BDU web gear, BDU Kevlar, ACU uniform. I'm just like, this is the dumbest shit I've seen. That's because the military subscribes to hurry up and wait. Like no fucking tomorrow. They made me trade my jungles for deserts. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry. I mean, I was still in BDUs damn near till I got injured. Like, I loved my BDUs. Like the summer versus winter BDUs, the ACUs was stupid. And if you ask what you're waiting for, expect to wait longer. So for everything, hurry up and wait, right? All right, Draken, you try have a good day, all right? Like the the crazy thing, the crazy thing was so we had our winter gear, all right, and we had our summer gear. Pretty self-explanatory. Problem is that you have to replace the ACUs every 3 freaking months. Thank you for the hydrate, Dragon. I greatly appreciate it. Because they dull within the first two washes. Like quite literally. And the undershirts was awful. Like they were just awful. So I was really glad that when they allowed the uniform change where you could wear Under Armour, like as long as it matched the color and everything, which was super easy to get on base. So went on base to the PX. just got three things of Under Armour for when we were out in the field, and had regular T-shirts for when we were doing motor pool. It always made my sergeant laugh when I told him why I was doing it, and he goes, "Why? Because the dust is going to get in the shirt." I'm like, "It's easier to keep less dust in the shirt than if it was a regular shirt while in the field." The thing I miss most is the baklava, though. Nice. A friend of mine actually had a pair of black spandex that she would wear under her ACU bottoms while we were in the field, because in Korea it gets cold as shit. And it's not really recommended that you strip to PTs in the field in a co-ed tent. But who knows? Yeah, I actually tried to volunteer to go to Qatar, everything, because I was air defense, and I got sent to 144, which went to Korea instead. I was like, well, okay, okay. And the thing is that quite literally, like every yes, yes, it is in fact, it is in fact. But if you are looking for my links, they are right there. I tried to volunteer for a career deployment, but got blacklisted because of breaking my back in Iraq. Jeez, I'm sorry. Kana is blocked by an ad. It's all good, Lethal.
Creatures you created.
Thank you for the follow, Filthy Chaos Flows. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're at we're at 747. Lol. But yeah, like, I'm sorry that you got blacklisted, Kana. I will say this: you did not miss much from Korea, except ramen. Korean ramen is delicious, and bulgogi. Oh, if I ever win the lottery, I want to go visit Korea. It was okay after I found out how bad the damage was to my spine. I understood why. That that completely makes sense. I saw a meme this morning where it's like, VA, hey, your back problems and knee problems are not service connected. So no idea where you got them from. Everything, and it's a picture of soldiers doing push-ups with rucksacks, like full rucksacks on their back. It's like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no idea where we got that back problem from. No clue. Fuckheads. Holy shit. Dear Lord. Please tell me you got the service connected then. Please. Oof. Only only 20%? Hold on. Yeah, so the eldest got this for Christmas, and I have to charge it before I can add it to the Wi-Fi and all that fun things. I'm going back for PTSD to be added now. Yeah, I got hosed. Why don't you see if you can get increased, like along with the PTSD? Like if you are that if four VA doctors, you should be able to get them to support you on that. Good, good. I'm actually trying to work on my rating right now because they said my knee pain and my adjustment disorder. The adjustment disorder that you get from coming out of the military is not service connected. It's like, what? Yeah, I've actually lost jobs because of my PTSD at this point, so I have a much better case. Oh yeah, like quite literally. I just went, are you serious? It's entirely a thing. So it annoys me to no end. They said that about my shoulder, my knees, and my ankles. Gotta love military service. How you doing, Chaos? I've come to find out part of my problem is I have EDS. Oh shit. I heard they're going to cut 35,000 VA workers. Jesus Christ on a fucking cracker. Every day. Every day I just have to go, we could be in a such better place. We could have been in such a better place. Yep. Apparently, I broke people with my audio drop yesterday. Oh, 100%, Kana. 110%. Well, I hope you enjoyed your Xmas gift. Just say. Uh, so so Lynette, it's the ones that I've posted in the server before, but I basically grabbed four of my favorite voice clips that I've done, threw them into a folder specifically for Christmas drop, and went, "Here you go, you filthy heathens." Just just enjoy. Meanwhile, there's 30 people I at least thought to use headphones. It's better than the one person saying that they listened to it in their car on a drive. I'm like, you made choices. You made choices. The one person was like, there's no way that's you. I'm like, really? Really? My spawn and bestie were in the same room. Like, just my mic. As I said, what can I say except you're welcome? Yeah, one person was like, sent me a message going, you should just like make your spicy link just dedicated to you doing voice drops. Let people do custom. I'm like, I have a thing where they can order custom voice clips. It's an entire thing. Thank you for the follow, Trash Panda. I greatly appreciate it.
I went to grab the thing I'm excited about and decided that I'd tackle some of this so that there's one less thing for the future. I'll take this, please.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I have a thing on my Ko-fi. Have to double check now that I said the thing.
Bullshit did you do?
Uh, where I have the custom voice clips on Ko-fi. I just can't remember if it was on Ko-fi or on Patreon.
Patreon, but I might be wrong. That might be where the audiobook is.
No, it must be Patreon because it's not Ko-fi, which is kind of crazy. Lynette, lol. Lynette, I'm glad that you laugh at me. I no, I need my side. Thank you. Shut. No, actually. Huh. Oh, Patreon took it down. That's why. Okay, that makes 100% more make more sense. Cool, 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 cool. So yeah, I have to reset that on Ko-fi. Hello, Ash. How you doing? Oh, I'm ADHD as shit. Everything. So it's basically what comes to the forethought of the lizard brain.
It's cute until
It's not.
you haven't fallen asleep and he's waking up and it's 4 a.m. and you meet in the kitchen and he's got TikTok blaring and wants to show you 25 things he's already watched.
I mean, you hadn't slept yet. I'm a die. I'm a die today.
I love him, really. Can I have a present that's not for me, but that is actually for me?
This one?
Yeah. You know this means I'm gonna make you remove the TVs before I set this up, right?
Yes. I was actually fired first thing at 7 a.m. this morning.
Honey, that was 4:56 this morning. I have a timestamp
Hmm.
because I was moved into somebody else right after it happened. I don't know who it was, but somebody got a message from me at 4:56 this morning. Sorry if it was you. Not you. I don't. I'm talking to the camera. I don't know who it was. To be completely honest.
Yeah, my body has two modes: sleep for 4 hours or sleep for 10. But that wasn't me. Oh, I get fired on a daily basis.
He'll be rehired when I fall asleep for my nap. That's how it works. Because the baby needs a nap today.
Yes, every time Baby Faye falls asleep, if Baby Faye has fired me, I'm rehired.
But he can be multiple times fired before I fall asleep. The record before a nap is 7.
12. The record is 12.
Is that a holiday?
It was the day that I read every single one of Brian's puns before he sent them to you. This is becoming epically amusing. Babyface has repeatedly fired me on stream before. That record is 3.
He also banished you from your own stream.
You have, in fact.
The funniest part about that is he listens.
I know better.
It's so cute! I don't know what the fuck I was expecting.
At some point today, I'm going to be moving TVs. Let's see here. Commissions. Add listing. Audio. Next up. Yeah, so thank you for following on Facebook, Michael. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah, I'll get that set up and I'll post it. Won't take me long. Do publish. Yes. Share. Copy. And for those that want it, there you go. As I tell everyone, like quite literally, if there's something that you would like to hear that I think would be fun, just let me know. And quite literally, it if and when I have time, I will do it. But like Those that purchase things, I will do so faster. It becomes like top of my list and priorities. But usually, if something is intriguing or something that, ooh, this would be fun, it'll also be up there as soon as I can. That that's absolutely fair. But the thing is that like quite literally, one of the I enjoy creating. I do enjoy it. I enjoy showing off a little bit, and honestly, like it helps spark a creative spark of, oh, I hadn't thought of this. So, but yeah, like quite literally, it, it's just one of the fun things that, like, I had someone in my so Kana, let me give you a piece of advice that I was given when I first started. The only way to get more confident when streaming is to stream. Like, quite literally, it's hard to know what you need to work on when it comes to streaming, whether you're talking enough or whether you will talk enough until you do so. So, I would always put your best foot forward. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. And good morning. How are you doing, Sam? And good morning, Frank. William, I just want to say a big thank you for what you do. Your videos have made me feel more comfortable being polyamorous. Good, I'm glad. Like, I'm glad that is helping you. The main reason why I do the videos that I do and post as I do on the page is that when hell in 2010, which was 15 years ago, and God, that was 15 years ago, polyamory wasn't talked about as much. I mean, hell, we were still referencing the first edition of More Than Two. So I'm personally glad to see as many polyam creators as there are, and acknowledging that we're still human. We are going to have pitfalls. We are going to have failures. We are going to have issues. We're human. But holding ourselves accountable for our failures is also important too. I'm enjoying learning things as well as hearing echoes of what my girlfriend says on the subject of polyamory. Like, the thing is that there is no one true method it, of polyamory and approaching polyamory. That falls into the no true Scotsman fallacy. All right. So I talk about unicorn hunting. I don't say that it's not part of polyamory. I say that it's toxic or tends to be toxic. And due to the power dynamic, due to the fetishization of a entire person trying to fit a person into a box, but I've never said that it's not part of polyamory. It's intrinsic in several parts of the ethical non-monogamy cultures that not talking about it is doing a disservice. But people who don't sit there and acknowledge the toxicity within unicorn hunting is doing a disservice to themselves. So, like, and are there problematic viewpoints? Yes. Like, don't ask, don't tell just kind of weirds me. Like, it just,
No fucking way. I'm too crazy for that shit.
like, don't ask, don't tell policies just weird me the fuck out. And because it feels like you're being, no, it does not feel like you're being secretive.
That really is cheating with extra steps, in my opinion. Like there's no open communication. You're not allowed. Like you can't lean on your partner for anything. It's weird. It's weird.
It is weird. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some people that just do not, like, that is the way they operate. And that is on them to decide. I can't judge them for their path. I can say for me, it does not work.
I'm just a judgy bitch.
As Babyface said, I'm just a judgy bitch. I'm petty. I like to say I'm not petty, but I can definitely be petty. Try not to be unless it's earned, but there are times that just that happens. Sup, Phenom? How you doing, brother? So, but I will never sit there and state that your way of doing polyamory is wrong. It may be wrong for me. It I will sit there and say it's not the way I practice polyamory. But I'm not going to sit there and say that you're doing it wrong. If you are being open, honest, approaching with autonomy and consent, what? Like, every person's relationships are different. Okay, no, that's the big echo points. Like, one of the things that I despise, I do not and will not refer to myself as a relationship coach ever. One, I'm not a psychiatrist. Two, I do not need to be involved in monitoring someone else's fucking relationships. No. Mm-mm. No. All I can give is my experience, direct, because the way I interpret something that I've read will be vastly different than something you have read. And having these discussions help us all grow. And it's a key point in acknowledging that because our lived experiences inform our understanding. So, going with that being said, it's one of the reasons why I sit there and I, hey, these are the polyam books that I recommend that I've read, that I enjoy. Exactly. Because quite literally, um, when it comes to, because there are several creators throughout multiple social media platforms. Apparently, I can't talk this morning. That refers to themselves as relationship coaches. One, I'm not your babysitter. No. Two, I'm not your therapist. I'm not licensed. No. Mm-mm. Like, and now, yes, polyphilia is a licensed therapist in England. Key part, England. And thing is that, like, cool. She markets herself as a relationship therapist. Cool. 100%. You do you. But my the way I view myself is I am a content creator. Yes, I talk about kink. Yes, I talk about polyamory. Yes, I talk about being a veteran. Yes, I talk about being a gamer. All of these things and how the interconnections is between these things. Like, you know, love triangles in gaming or polyamory in gaming. How we've seen a rise in polyam representation throughout games, at least in the modding community. So we see all these things, and how these things intersperse. But quite literally, I'm unhinged as fuck. Like, if you just need to ask an anonymous question and get, support, cool. You know, I will post your anonymous question. That way, I will give you my take. This is my view on it. This is how I would approach it. Let others answers, and you find your way. It is not my relationship. I don't know all the ins and outs of what's going on in your relationship. Just what is briefly told to me, which is why, quite literally, I do the anonymous questions because, quite literally, that way people can ask their question, get all different, approaches because there's no one true way. And approaching that and I'm wanting people to see that helps everyone. I appreciate you, Kana. And the thing is that, like, quite literally, when it comes to polyamory, what
Bots went.
it double posted in
Yeah.
YouTube. I'm here for the weird and unhinged. Like, when it comes to polyamory, just like life, everyone's experience and lived experience is going to be different. Like, not not everyone is going to be a veteran. There are several of us that are veterans, but there are different types of veterans, whether they're Air Force, Army, Marine, Navy, you know, and that's just
different veterans within those branches too.
like there are infantry veterans from the Marines or the Army. There are, so many different types of veterans that, just because we are under one umbrella as veterans doesn't mean doesn't even mean our lived experiences are the same. We all share the hurry up and wait mentality of Jesus fucking Christ and, dealing with the VA bullshit. But even our lived experiences are vastly different. And our takeaways from our military experience are vastly different. Like, one of the things I was talking to a battle buddy of mine of, it's really, I have a hard time right now grappling with calling myself veteran. And that's due to the current political state that we are in because honestly, there are times that I look at it and go, I'm kind of ashamed. I am kind of ashamed of where the government is. And like someone is like, uh thank you for supporting the U.S. I'm like, this is not the U.S. I signed up to support. Sam, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. I'm learning so much about polyamory. Sorry if I spelled it wrong. Nope, you spelled it perfectly correct. And the thing is that like quite literally, like I've because a lot of people they see veteran and they're like, oh well, this is going to be a red cap. I'm like, no, far from, far from. I've seen enough of the world to not be conservative in any shape or form. So yeah, do 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 do. But yeah, so like quite literally, these are things that I like. Socialism, same, big same. And that's the thing that a lot, I think, several of us former military confused. They're like, oh well, the health insurance in the military was really good when we were active duty. Yeah, that's called socialism. Well, the dining facility food was, somewhat decent. It's called socialism. We all paid for dining facility. We still paid for it. Even married soldiers that lived off base still paid for the dining facility. My favorite food from DFAC was quite literally the the omelets I would get in the morning: ham, cheese, green pepper. Oh, the omelet station was one of my favorites, and shell for shingle was one of my other favorite meals. But that's the thing is that like quite literally these things are always changing. These things are always growing, and we are witnessing the dying breaths of capitalism in real time. Omelets were also awesome where I was stationed in Kuwait and Iraq. The omelets, no matter where you are, the omelets were good. No matter where. The only place I did not like the omelets from was in Learwood. It's like watching the fall of Rome. Yeah, with Nero playing the fiddle. With Nero playing the fucking fiddle. Aw, apparently I upset with someone on one of my posts. Womp womp.
So what's the day that ends and why?
Uh, Someone posted, "Hey, both my partner and I are straight and are trying to practice polyamory. I'm trying really hard tired of being grouped in with all these unicorn hunters. I didn't. It's the straights all seem to think polyamory is when a cishet guy has more than one girlfriend. More often, it's a vague gang of queer depressed communists. And Jesus Christ. Pretty much. Pretty much. What's USB-C?
She'd like you to have this. She has enough on her hands, she says. It's from the best friend journal set. So I got the best friend journal and you get the lip gloss.
Apparently, I need lip gloss.
Chapstick. I had to choose. We were intimidated, but it looked like schoolwork.
Hmm. I think that would be a great outlet for that one, and honestly, for you as well. Guess what? It's USB-C. Is USB-C?
Is USB-C except for the ports, which are all AAA.
Cool. Of course they were.
I told the woman that we banished electronics this year. That's why this happened. No, that's not why. Do you know why it happened? Because my mom bought the #1 gift.
Tracks.
The other one has one coming. It'll be here on Sunday.
Yes, it is an eraser. It is in fact an eraser. But yeah, so like quite literally, let's let's do a thing. Duplicate. Jesus, that was loud. All right, let's chat and cam. Window capture. Do 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 do. Cool. Yeah. So, for those that don't know, this is the Meta Business Suite. All right. Why don't y'all go ahead and read that? Here, yeah. So, quite literally, gotcha. So, this is problematic because let's take a look at this post. The straights all seem to think polyamory is when a cishet guy has more than one girlfriend, and more often it's a vague gang of queer to pass communists. Cool, cool. Where in that post do I mention unicorn hunting? No, don't mention it. Cool. When can we, the straights, get some representation? Uh, what? Pretty sure none of my posts have been directed specifically to LGBTQ or straights. It's everyone. I'm done with this group. Now go ahead and make fun of me if that makes you feel better. No, I'm going to use you as a teaching lesson. Not making fun of you, I'm just using you as a teaching lesson. So, quite literally, this person just wants attention. So, the easiest method is a great example of being a jackass. But quite literally, this person just wants the attention of being a jackass of the day. So, the best thing to do with it is to ignore it. Why give them the attention that they are so desperately wanting? Pretty much. Pretty much. Tell her that I have it charging. But yeah, like, so that one of the things that is a constant thing is that, like, I'm always trying to. Which one was that? The eldest?
Doesn't have enough room to keep her things safe. Doesn't have enough room to keep her things safe. She'd like assistance. I'm pretty sure that's her way of saying she doesn't want her sister to get them. Just go to your door for now, please.
I'm just.
I can do something.
But yeah, it quite literally it's a don't feed the trolls, because whenever I get that reaction, it's someone that wants the attention, that just wants to be proved right, that their feelings on it is right, and that's not the case. All right. All right, but it's getting close to 9:30. We've been going for about an hour and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. That way I can do as the kid requested. If y'all need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. If you are interested in doing things for my birthday, there's my wish list for Throne, and there's my game wish list. But otherwise, you do not have to. Thank y'all for being here. I love y'all. If y'all need anything, let me know. But otherwise, I will talk to y'all a little bit later. Let's get a raid going. Who is online? Kraken. Let's give Kraken. Raid. Three, two, one, and raid now.